pay money to be released from jail, but you will be given certain rules and conditions that you do have to follow. The most important is to make sure that you are on time for all of your scheduled court dates. Don't use any recreational drugs or drugs that are not. Ms. Watoxic, a warrant issued for your arrest for the felony offense of abandoning a child under the age of 15. The fact that a warrant issued is an indicator that a judge has already determined that probable cause exists for your arrest. The prosecutor will now read the information that was contained in that warrant.
Officer was dispatched to a location in Harris County on August 10th, 2017, where the officer, I interviewed the defendant, who stated she gave birth to a baby at approximately 12 a.m. at her residence inside her kitchen. She described she could feel the baby coming. It dropped on the kitchen tile floor. She stated, she described the delivery. The officer asked if she had a boy or a girl. She stated a girl. Then the defendant stated that she went outside and put the baby outside without wrapping it. She had cut the cord, and she took the baby around the corner on the sidewalk by the gate by her apartment. After she placed the baby outside, she said she came back inside her residence, went to the kitchen, cleaned herself up, washed her legs off in the bathtub, and then went to sleep, never checking on her daughter again. The baby was outside for approximately 5.5 hours before it was discovered by a witness. The witness observed a baby on the ground covered in ants. The officer saw a blood trail from the defendant's apartment that led to the location where the baby was found. There was dried blood in the defendant's apartment. The officer spoke to a nurse who stated because the umbilical cord was not properly clamped, that the child was in danger of bleeding out. And additionally, the child obtained a blood infection because the cord was on the ground. Judge, based on the facts of this case and the fact that it's a second-degree offense, we would ask for a $40,000 bond.
Ms. Watoxic, your case has been assigned to the 248th District Court. That's Judge Catherine Cavanis. Ms. Watoxic, do you consent to having Ms. Draper represent you at this hearing, even though there is a chance that her office may not represent you in the 248th District Court? Ms. Draper, did you want to be heard on the issue of bond for Ms. Watoxic?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm requesting either a personal bond or a bond in the amount of $2,000 for Ms. Watoxic. I would note that Ms. Watoxic has no prior criminal history, no failure to appear, no criminal charges. She does have a state residence where she lives with her mom. She has been employed with a retail company for the last 3 years. She is currently attending college. Your Honor, given the circumstances of the case, we understand that these are serious allegations, but Ms. Watoxic would request that this court release her on a bond that she could possibly make. She only makes approximately $400 every 2 weeks, and so she would not be able to afford any more than a $2,000 bond.
I'm taking into consideration her indigency status, but I'm also taking into consideration the facts of this case, and I've got some concern based on the allegations about her mental health status at this time. So I will not be granting a personal release bond in this case. Instead, I'm going to set the bond. Let's see what the recommended is.
According to my PSA, the schedule, or the recommended is $10,000, which she most certainly cannot make.
Yeah, for some reason, they've assessed this as a below-average risk situation. But again, just based on the allegations that we've heard contained in that warrant, I don't think that this is necessarily a situation that is a below-average risk. There are some pretty serious allegations contained within that warrant. So I am going to set a bond, but I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $20,000 on this case. Ms. Watasic, will you be making a request for a court-appointed attorney to represent you in this case?
Yes.
And are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Watasic. You may go with the deputies at this time.